You know, sometimes a figure just captures a character perfectly. And this one really does. Today, we're diving under the sea for something truly special, because this isn't just another Ariel figure. This is part of SEGA's super premium collection, better known as the SPM line, a series that, for many collectors, feels like the golden age of SEGA Disney figures. Between 2018 and 2020, SEGA released 6 princesses in this line: Snow White, Jasmine, Belle, Cinderella, Rapunzel, and of course, Ariel herself, accompanied by her loyal friend Flounder. Each figure carried that same graceful sculpting and a sense of softness and joy that makes them timeless. And even though SEGA has since moved on to newer releases like the Luminasta figures, I honestly believe the SPM collection remains unmatched. It's pure magic. Simple, elegant, and full of heart. Let's take a closer look. The box alone already feels premium. That glossy turquoise tone, the embossed Disney logo, and those delicate swirls framing the Ariel's artwork. It looks like something straight from a collector's shelf. Turning it around, you see the SEGA SPM branding, details in both English and Japanese, and a clear window that gives a little peek of what's waiting inside. And as soon as we open it, you can tell the care that went into the packaging. Everything is snug, secure, and that first glimpse of Ariel through the plastic already feels exciting. Carefully, we take her out. The base first, a translucent blue piece that mimics the ocean floor. And then the main sculpt, perfectly balanced in 2 pieces. Even before assembling, she's impressive, vivid, full of life, and already so heavy. That's something I really love about this figure. The weight. You can instantly feel the quality, solid and well made, with a beautiful matte finish. Assembly is simple. A clear peg connects the figure to the base, and once she's in, she stands perfectly upright, as if floating mid-water. And now, look at her face. Ariel's expression is pure joy, wide-eyed, full of curiosity, and glowing with warmth. Flounder looks cheerful too, that adorable grin that seems to say, "Come on, let's go exploring." The dynamic between them is wonderful. It feels like a captured moment. Ariel just turned to share something exciting, and Flounder, as always, is right there with her. Her hair is sculpted in a natural, flowing motion, that iconic deep red, catching the light beautifully. And the overall balance of the piece, her tail slightly twisted, arms open, smile lifted, it all feels effortless and full of movement. Up close, the face paint is really tidy. The eyes are crisp and centered, the lashes are sharp, and the smile line is clean with no bleed. Skin has a smooth, matte finish that looks soft. Her waist has that gentle S curve that gives the pose movement. You can see the twist through the torso into the hips. Is what makes the silhouette feel light and lively. The hair is a single, solid red, no painted highlights, but the sculpt does the work. Deep grooves and large flowing strands sweep around the shoulder and frame the face, so you still get a sense of motion even without shading. Flounder is simple and cheerful, bright yellow with blue accents, clean edges on the stripes and fins, and that friendly open smile. It's a straightforward paint job, but very precise. The tail is a solid green throughout. No gradient, no shimmer, no scale texture. The fin is a plain off-white piece. Again, without color variation. Overall, this is classic SPM, simple palette, confident sculpt. The expression, the waist twist, the sweep of the hair, and that solid green tail. Everything is honest and clean, and that's exactly why it displays so well. And here's where she really comes to life. On the shelf, surrounded by the rest. As I mentioned in previous videos, The Little Mermaid has always been one of my favorite Disney films, and I think it's probably the one I've collected the most figures from. So seeing Ariel here among the others feels really special. Let me show you the rest of the SPM princesses that I already have. Cinderella, with all her grace and elegance. Belle, radiant and warm, Jasmine, full of energy and attitude, and Snow White, the timeless classic that started it all. Each one of them tells her own story, but together they form a complete fairy tale collection, a perfect balance of color, style, and nostalgia. There's still one missing for me though, Rapunzel. She's the only one I don't have yet, but she's already on her way from Japan and I honestly can't wait to complete the full lineup. I really hope SEGA continues this line someday because in my opinion it's still the best series they've ever produced. The new versions are lovely, but they don't quite have the same spirit, the same heart or that perfect sculpting style that these ones had. So I'm just gonna put this out into the universe. SEGA, if you're watching this, please release Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. She would be the perfect addition to close this beautiful lineup. And as I look at Ariel one more time under the lights, I can't help but smile. There's something genuinely joyful about her. That same spark that made The Little Mermaid so unforgettable. This figure doesn't just capture Ariel's look, it captures her spirit, that curiosity, that love of adventure, and that friendship she shares with Flounder. It's all right here. The SEGA SPM line might have ended, but its legacy still shines on every collector's shelf. It's a reminder of an era when SEGA really knew how to mix emotion and craftsmanship. If you've enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe. There's plenty more Disney magic coming soon. Villains, princesses, light-up displays, and more from Japan. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.